Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back, and as always, huge massive thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. So I'm just popping in with a quick little sneak peek of the new Duo Design paper pads that are launching on Hobbymaker today and at Hunkydory Crafts tomorrow. You'll be able to see them on Hunkydory TV tomorrow. So I'm just going to give you a little flick through them and then I'll show you some samples at the end. So it is going to be a super quick video. So this one is the Nicely Natural and Neutral Hessian. So basically you've got a pattern on one side and then you've got Hessian on the other, which the colours change. So you can just see all these lovely textures. Again, I love this one. I did a nice a card that I really liked with this one. Super simple. The browns, sort of cracked pavement, watercolour, some diamonds, oops, and then some wood, always super useful, and then obviously got the darker brown on there, the flowers, then you've got some ones that look like the marble with the gold running through it. There we go. We've got some honeycomb sort of effects and bricks. That one you've seen, that one you've seen. So that's the end of that pad. And if you're ever interested in what's in the pad, you can just look on the front cover. You've got all the Hessians at the top and then the patterns on the bottom. Or if you flip it over, you've got the patterns at the top and the Hessian at the bottom. So it just gives you that sort of hint on what is in that pad. So the second one is this Delicate Damask and Subtle Stripes. Super useful again as background, that sort of thing. So you've got your pink stripes. I think this one is sort of a chocolatey colour. Oops, if I can get to the end of it. Yeah, so we've got chocolate. I think this one is like pink. I may have mixed the order up, so you're going to have to check out Hobbymaker and Hunkydory for prices, etc. And there'd probably be a great deal on them. There usually is. So you've got your sort of taupe colour there. Sort of a light lilac-y purple colour. Oh, that's another one of those. Just trying to get them all up in one go. That's another sort of chocolatey colour. Love this teal. Another sort of greyish colour. Green. Got to have a bit of green. And obviously these are silk papers, so you can fold them, use them as backgrounds, use them as the elements, loads of things you can do. Again, sort of a lighter teal going into a sort of aqua, green, and then green, green, green. So that's the end of that pad. Again, I'll just show you. So those are the colours that you've got with the stripes, and then you've got your damask on the bottom there. So that's that one. And then this pad, this last one is amazing. Elegantly embossed and luxuriously quilted. Again, super useful, this one. So you've got the flowers. They look like they're real and popping out the page, don't they? And then you've got that quilted design on the background. So let's try and pick these up. This one, I like this one. I used this one, I think. And with the samples, might not have done because there's 4 there. And then we've got our burgundy, that teal again. You can mix and match these pads, they would be quite cool. Again with that green, that gold, sort of lilac, I guess, purpley grey, green, mum's favourite colour. Slightly different green there, more aqua green I would have said. Not great on colours. Let's just pick those up again. Sort of peachy brown, blue. I mean, that looks gorgeous, doesn't it? I think this one might be the most popular. Look at that, how cute is the little design on there, the little flowers. And then coming to the end, that's the last one, is the purple. Okay, so again, just if I bring that over, you can see you've got all of your sort of quilted designs there, and then the embossed ones at the bottom. So like I say, these are coming up on Hobbymaker later today with Hunkydory, and they will be on the Hunkydory website from tomorrow, so check them out for prices, etc. like I say. But what I'm going to do is just reset up the camera, and then we'll come back in, just pop in with the samples that I've made. Okay, so I'm just going to bring the samples in, and this first one is from the Nicely Natural and Neutral Hessian. This sentiment was the Essential Arched. Again, I've straightened it out, which I love to do with that one. It's one of my favourite dyes to use. So we've just done that with a little bit of gold. And then from that same one is this one here. This I think it's called like a fan card, but it's not with dyes. So those are the two from the Nicely Natural Neutral Hessian. I did really enjoy working with those. And then this one is from the Elegantly Embossed and Luxuriously Quilted. So I've just taken two of the different papers, a little sentiment, some pearls, just to add that classy look. And then that's the second one there, just layering up those squares. It's pretty clean underneath. I did get a bit of glue on there, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. But again, we've got that embossed paper, and then the quilted on the other side. And this was from a trim meat insert. A couple of purple pearls just to finish that one off. So that was the Elegantly Embossed and Luxuriously Quilted. And then this last one was from the Delicate Damask and Subtle Stripes. This was one of the bigger birthday sentiments. I think it was last year's. I used the brown sort of matte-tastic just to bring those dark edges in. Again, the two sides of the paper, but in different colours this time. The light blue and the sort of pinky burgundy-ish. And you probably won't be able to see, but that's the dots embossing folder. Yeah, you can see that there on there as well. So nice big card. And then lastly, just some diamond dies. Just give that a straighten out. Some diamond dies, 3 the same size, and then 1 a little bigger for that sentiment, just for a little statement. That's probably the simplest card that I've done out of all of these. Not my favourite one, I have to say. My favourite one is, well actually there's these two really catch my eye when they were on the shelf. But those are what I've made, so look out for those on the TV and on Hunkydory. Also, what was I going to say? Yeah, so look out for those on Hunkydory and Hobbymaker. And if you are a fan of your Duo Design pads, you're going to love these ones. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.